Hey, welcome. I am your brother, OJ Kenyatte Johnson, and this is The Blackmore. Now, our mission here at The Blackmore is to educate, motivate, and uplift Black people worldwide and everyone who loves us, regardless of race, religion, or nationality. And today, again, I got one of my old school homies, my brother from another mother, Big Trav. Talk to the people. Introduce yourself, Big Trav.
Welcome, y'all, and good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever you at. We love you. Like he said, no matter grade, creed, religion, we don't care. You could be an alien from another planet. We gonna love you anyways, like a play cousin. And we just wanna, talk with y'all and make y'all aware about things that's going on that ain't nobody else letting you know what's going on, and maybe you know what's going on about it. Why don't you chime in the comment section and let us know what you want to do? Remember, like, subscribe, share, comment, and if you can and you have the ability to do so, hype the video. We love you.
Absolutely. Please do so. We do love you. Today we're having a little discussion on mental health. This is a series that I want to have for this week. To be honest with you, I want to do like a week-long series with mental health because it just means so much and is so relevant today. And to be honest with you, this is something that is somewhat new to me, and we're going to kind of get into that. I didn't even know about mental health until I was an adult, well into my late 40s before I even thought about mental health.
Wow.
Yeah, man, we'll talk about it. I was one of them old school that was just like, "Let's shit, we Black, just tough enough, and we all
exactly." And to me, that's a statement on the Black community. And
yes.
Me myself, I started my journey at a young age. And, I think they wanted to know why I was so bad. And it wasn't that I was bad, it was I was acting out. And I went to talk to the counselor, but when I started talking about things that was happening at home, they pulled me out. And so, like, when I got of age, 18, I believe it was, I started going to talk to the not physical therapist, the counselor about things that happened in my youth and things like that.
What grade were you in, do you think?
When I started talking to the psychiatrist, when I was a little kid,
I
had to be like 5, maybe 6.
Was that your choice, or was that your mom's
that
choice?
Was my parents' choice, because
so they saw something already happening.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I was acting out, but I was acting out because of things that was happening at home. From abuse to neglect to even molestation. And so when these things happen, your life, you can either turn, and a lot of people which do, they either turn to drugs, drinking, or doing the same thing to other people. And my choice was to break these chains and break this curse and break this cycle, because seeing it happening to them and then happening to others, and this is a chance to break these cycles and break these chains.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so my first time talking to the counselor, I went in, I must have cried like a boo-hoo baby. And see a big Black man cry like that must have been something, because I was talking to a white lady, and and she had put me on Prozac. And as soon as I came home, my mom was like, "Oh, no, you don't take that kind of medicine. That medicine make you go crazy. You'll go do this. You'll go do that. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take the medicine because it makes me feel better.
Yeah. And what age, if you don't mind me asking, what age was that? Because they didn't. I was
about 18, brother. I was about 18.
Okay, at this time.
I was trying to get help with my mental and get my life together. But still, it wasn't together. So, you know, I went off and started drinking and getting into. I was more into being a player and going out, just dating women and just going from very, very promiscuous. So I think I had, not only did I have a mental stuff going on, I had sexual addiction too. And that had me just in the clubs, dating and stuff like that. Plus, I was a bouncer, and being a bouncer, you go home with something every night, no matter what. And hey, I believe I started bouncing Black Angus first. And
the legendary spot for us as
the legendary Black Angus fun bar. Yeah, as they called it, the fun bar.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and got some stories about that, but I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, anyways, that'd be a different story. But so talk to us about so you because you kind of make the jump right from you're talking about when you were 5 and early on, and then when you were 18, you're like, talking about therapists, why they won't put you on Prozac. You alluded to a little bit about which is it's common, self-medication. Right, yes. People that start self-medicating through drugs, through alcohol, to kind of mask the pain, to heal the pain, or maybe to put yourself in a state where you don't have to deal with the pain,
where you're numb.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say talk a little bit about
where
that.
You're numb, and a lot of people take the drugs to make them numb. They'll turn their hair around. Right now, what's the big one? Fentanyl, cocaine. And I've tried a lot of things. I've tried crack. I've tried meth. I've tried cocaine. But I never got addicted to any of those things. I just tried it because all my friends were trying it. And so I was like, okay, well, let me try this. And, you know, being a little follower and not a leader, I was like, okay, well, let me hit that. And tried it. It wasn't for me. You know, staying up 3 nights in a row is not for me.
I will tell you, first off, I'm going to tell you right now, that's why I never started to do any of them type of drugs. Listen, anything that's going to make me stay up for 3 nights and start wanting to clean the house or whatever, that ain't my type of thing. I'm more of a chill, laid back type brother.
Exactly. And so, you know, I kind of, you know, I'm glad I tried it because I found out it wasn't for me. Right. And then, like, I got addicted to, you wouldn't believe it, I got addicted to energy drinks later on in life. And so the energy drinks is what gave me my thing, but then it also hurt my heart. And I think that's what that plus stress is what caused my strokes. So, but we'll talk about that later on.
Did you get heart palpitations or your heart started racing?
Yes, I had surgery on that too when I was 35. Wow. I had my first TIA when I was 35.
What's a TIA?
A TIA is a mini stroke.
Oh, okay.
You'll have the symptoms of a stroke.
It was about a mini stroke.
You even have the face droop and everything, symptoms of a stroke, but it's not a full-on stroke. But it's telling your body, look, slow down.
Right.
You need to. But I wasn't paying attention to that either. And what stressed me is 14 years of being married to the wrong person. But we'll talk about that in a minute. My first marriage, I didn't know how to act in the depression was getting me, and it was affecting my job stability. It was affecting my performance with friends. It was perfecting my performance in being a husband. It was affecting my performance in being a dad also. Mm-hmm. And so, depression and even being a son and maybe even being like a nephew and a cousin and stuff to people, because I'm the kind of person that likes to be alone now. And hey, that's my peace. I find peace in being alone, because I feel like people change up on you too. And it's not just you, it's people around you. So when you're doing stuff, what's the word I'm looking for? When you're not your best, how can you be the best for anybody else?
Right.
And so, and you're never going to be completely the best for anybody, because people are going to want you to be one way, and you got to do what's right for you, period. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. In order to do what's right for you, you see what he's doing? You see what Red Fox is doing, y'all? Fuck their feelings. Fuck the kids' feelings. Fuck your mama feelings. Fuck your daddy feelings. Fuck your cousin's feelings. Fuck your auntie feelings. Fuck people feelings. Because and I'm sorry, that's just the language I'm using right now. And that's how I feel on feelings, because they want you to be a certain way because it benefits them. You got to look out for yourself first and foremost. You got to make yourself happy. You got to love yourself. You got to be about yourself. You got to be about your self-awareness and self-peace, because everybody else is looking for what's going to make them happy. You have to, in turn, do for yourself. That's why I like to stay by myself, because if something go wrong, it's me. It's not nobody else but me.
Right.
Unless it's a Karen, like I had another Karen incident, which we're gonna talk about later. But unless it's a Karen being in my business, then it's all me.
Right.
So I have nobody but to blame but myself, because I'm hanging out with who? Trav. I'm making dinner for who? Trav. I'm buying this for who? Trav. I'm doing this for who? Trav. So So I have nothing to worry about but me and my dog. Even my dog need to go to the bathroom, I take my dog for a walk. My dog need to eat, I feed my dog. Me and my dog got that love for each other. Like I was telling her this morning, you use it good. And that's my get away from people. I'd rather be around a dog who got unconditional love for me than a person who gonna put conditions on me.
Right.
And
let me add that too, because I see, as you're saying that, right? I see, I don't know, you say two sides of a coin or what have you, because first off, I commend you, man, for always taking the step to knowing that you want to work on yourself. You've got to, because you got to put in the work for yourself, like you're saying, before you can help or love anybody else. You got to love yourself, respect yourself before you can respect anybody else. And the knowledge that you know that you have to do that is kudos for you, because a lot of people don't know. And so that's what I was going to flip on the other side, right? So you're talking about experience when you've got to do what you got to do for your mental health, and sometimes you got to distance yourself from family and friends and some of those people that trigger your mental health or give you some of that stinking thinking or what have you. On the flip side, I think because of the negative stigma of mental health, we have a lot of people who don't want to get help, who don't want to get diagnosed, right? Who have been diagnosed and the family's telling them, listen, you should take your meds. You should stay on your meds. And they don't want to, because they again, the stigma around it, or maybe because of the way it makes them feel or what have you. But then you have family members that do love you, that are trying to tell you that, hey, you need help. You need to get meds. So in those type of cases, I'd say listen to those family members and those loved ones who do love you, that do have your back. If you're not dealing with your mental health,
Yes.
because that's something, man, that affects not only you but the whole world. To be honest with you, I'm a big believer in energy, and so
There you go.
you can
I
bring a lot
match
of
energy,
negative.
bro. I tell people that all the time. If you don't want to deal with me, if you don't call me or whatever, don't expect me to be reaching out to you and chasing you down. And you like my cousin was taking me to church with him for a while, and I told him, and I joined the church and everything, but he's my ride to church. Church is like 45 minutes away.
Right.
So I don't say nothing no more, because every time I ask him, I'm not going to church. And then when he called me and want to go to church, I have something to do. So it's like, I'd rather just do church here at home, watch it on TV, or watch it on YouTube, and do my thing and research that stuff myself. I've had bad experience with churches. And that affected my mental health as well, because you think that, your pastor's supposed to be this and that. Pastor ain't nothing but a man like you and me, and they got bad things that go on in their life too.
Life struggles.
They just a regular person, and you don't want just anybody putting hands on you and praying over you, because they could be praying bad things over you. Right. So you want to make sure that person is the right person to be praying over you and laying hands on you. But anyways, getting back to the medicine part of the mental way, it does. It sometimes it makes you feel like a zombie, and you don't want to go around not knowing what's going on, or
I've heard some of them can make you feel foggy,
down all day and foggy, and not just knowing stuff and just being, and that's how I make you feel. So I don't take medicines. I do me I'm real talk. I do me a marijuana edible every now and then, and that's it. And I stay prayed up, and I turn to God, and a lot of people.
And I know you're not a big drinker anymore.
Oh yeah, well, I had me a Michelada, half of a 24-ounce can the other day, and I had the other half last night. I drink every now and then, but I don't drink as heavy as I used to.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I had my birria tacos.
I couldn't either.
With my birria tacos, I needed a Michelada.
Right. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm too old to drink 40s. Hey, back in the 90s, the early 90s, I was
in the early 90s, it was me, St. Ides, me, Mickey's Big Mouth, me, 8 Ball, me, Swiss Malt Liquor Bull. I had them all, and I was going right to that little corner store across the street from Kennedy.
Yeah.
Right to that little corner store right there where the Arabs is at.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. That was my liquor store, man.
Hey, shout out right next to Rick's Barbershop.
Rick's Barbershop,
legendary Rick's Barbershop in Fremont.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. I'm telling you, if I drank a 40 right now, my stomach would be toe up, boy.
Ooh, I couldn't even finish one. Like, it took me 2 days to drink that Michelada.
Right,
so, yeah.
It's different times. We're a little older. Let me shoot out some of these stats, some of the stuff that I did find here, because I think it's important that people understand that you're not alone. I don't want to say that you shouldn't feel a negative stigma or what have you. I mean, that's how I feel, but you're not alone. You're not the only one that are out there. There is reported with 61.5 million American adults dealing with some type of form of mental health, and that was just in 2024.
You're gonna have more than that too, because you got a lot of people losing their jobs, losing their houses. They're homeless. They don't have nowhere to go. They don't have nothing to eat, and you got the police just putting them in jail or getting them off the street for trying to get them off the streets, and they don't have where are they gonna go?
Right.
With no housing they can afford, especially in the Bay Area. Where are they gonna go?
So expensive out here in the Bay Area. It is expensive.
California is the number one state that has prostitution. Up and down California, number one state that the women are turning to women and men are turning to prostitution to supplement their income and stuff like that. And that's a damn shame. Man. But you can't knock nobody hustle because ain't no jobs out there.
Yeah.
And when you don't have a job, I seen a lady crying yesterday on Facebook because she got her car repossessed. She don't know how she gonna deal with life. She don't know how she gonna get to her medical appointments. I've been there, and we're gonna talk. I like to get into that next, but I've been there, right where she's at, with no hope, no nothing, but the clothes on my back.
Yeah, and
I thought life was over. But you know what? Never give up on yourself. The only person that can give up on you is you. And remember that, fam. The only person that can give up on you is you. As long as you keep loving yourself and keep uplifting yourself and keep going out there and doing, you're going to go ahead and succeed. You will succeed. You may not succeed that day or when you want to. You may feel like the world is coming down on you. You may feel like God has left you, but God has not left you. He's in the calling. When one door closes, he's fixing that other door to open for you. Remember, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. He didn't ever said that the weapon wouldn't form. He just said that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. So the weapon may form, but that weapon ain't gonna do no damage to you. Or you may take a hit, but you're gonna always take a loss before you prosper, before you gain.
Right.
And remember, the losses you take is build up for a win. Always build up for a win.
Absolutely.
And many people can hate on you. Many people can say negative things about you. But guess what? You know the truth. You know what's right. You and God. And let people say what they're going to say. Let people talk what they're going to talk. Because in the end, you are who matters to you.
Yep. What is, man? Do you know? And I'm gonna butcher this, so I please
don't
come at me, folks. But it's some saying where this man was mad and arguing with God, and he's walking in the sand, I believe, and he's saying, "God, you were with me. You know, I could see the two footsteps walking in the sand together. But at my when I needed you the most, you left me, and you were no longer there with me because I'm walking by myself, and now I only see one footsteps." One track of footsteps walking in the sand when I look down. And that means you left me, God. And then God looks at him and says, no, son, that was when I was picking you up and I was holding you. I was walking with you in my arms, right?
Amen.
God didn't even notice that, but God had his back and was holding him up the entire time.
Yeah.
I thought about that right when you were talking about that, when you were saying.
And that's facts right there. Because I thought I was gone, not walking, not being able to speak right, not being able to even barely wipe my own ass. Plus get in the shower and take a shower. But guess what? I'm doing it all like Eastmont Mall right now, boy.
Hey, maybe not Eastmont Mall. Eastmont Mall ain't doing it no more, but
Eastmont Mall used to do it.
It used to be popping.
But yeah. But even mall. Well, getting back
Malls
to that,
period, yeah.
Malls period ain't popping no more. But that's because online has took over.
Right.
But getting back to it, I'm walking, talking, uh, eating right. Still, shaking a little bit, whatever, whatnot. But you know what? I have my motivation. I have my love back for myself. I have my je ne sais quoi about myself, my Jet magazine
There you go.
pose.
There
You
you
know what I'm
go.
saying? I'm feeling myself now. And that's what you gotta keep doing, y'all. You can't let stroke hold you back, dialysis hold you back, a heart attack hold you back. I quadruple bypass, got diagnosed with Parkinson's. I thought it was the end of the world.
Time out. So, because I know the background, right? I mean, again, you my brother
Yeah,
from another.
but I'm
mother.
letting these
So
people
tell
know
the
my
people
background.
Yeah, so let the people know what happened, your background, your medical history that you've been in, right? Number one, that medical history.
Well,
the dark
yeah.
space headset the dark space that it put you in, and then the third thing, how did you get out of that? Because that's what's going to help people. What caused you to get there? What you dealt with while you were in that dark space, and then how did you get out of that dark space?
Now, starting off, I had diabetes. Got diabetes when I was 16 years old. Never took care of myself. Never took my medicine right. Never checked my blood sugar. And back then, you had to pee on a stick to check your blood sugar. So I wasn't trying to do all that at that time, And then it got easier with poking your fingers, and then it got easier with the phone scan thing now, and this and that. You got all kinds of ways to do it now. But peeing on the stick was not the business, and
Make you feel like you're taking a pregnancy test.
Basically, a litmus test, a litmus test. Right. There you go. So had that, and then wasn't taking care of myself. Was always eating candy because they was calling me the candy man because I was selling the candy at the junior high. Because I go to that same liquor store and pick up candy bars and potato chips and put them in my backpack and sell them out my backpack for $1. I was a hustler because I had to find my way to get to Great America and to get the snacks I wanted and this and that. And they called me the candy man. So I would always come to high school with the candies and everything. But getting back so I had diabetes at a young age, then high blood pressure, then overweight. I was real overweight. I got up to about 420 pounds at my heaviest. And that's when I had the TIAs, and I had first had my first stroke, and then I had the second stroke 2 weeks later. And that was about the time right before I was 50. And when I turned 50 in 2021, COVID had hit, and I had COVID. And I think COVID is what really got me because I was in a coma for 19 days. And I was in the hospital for 20-some odd days. And they finally released me, and I kept testing positive for COVID for like 4 months after that. And and we was trying to clean up everything, keep everything clean, keep me separated from family members and this and that. And I was wearing a mask all the time, and I was driving for Lyft then too. So I had got COVID, and I just started getting into spiraling down then, and then not being in a good marriage, and I just felt like life was over. Life was in it. And then my wife said she didn't sign up for me getting sick, and so divorce started happening, and so I went into hospice and said, you know what? I was already on dialysis. I forgot to tell y'all that dialysis too. So
and how long have you been on it? When did you start that? Tell people how long, because your journey's a long,
started
long
dialysis
journey on dialysis.
About. I've been on dialysis 17 years, so I say I was 37, 38 when I started dialysis. And that helped me shed a lot of the weight too, because a lot of weight was water weight. And then I went on hospice after the second stroke, and because I couldn't walk, I was just like done with life. And that showed me who really cared and who didn't care, because guess who stepped up, y'all? That man right here next to me. I had no clothes,
telling me you didn't
no t-shirts, no nothing. This man took his hard-earned money, came out 3 hours away where I was staying, bought me food, clothed me, shared friendship with me, shared kinship with me, and was there for me. And not only him,
Tracy too.
Yep. And a couple other people. Mm-hmm. But I had over 5,000 friends on Facebook at that time. My circle was big, and I was a big popular guy and this and that. But who was I really to those people? They didn't show up when I needed them. They weren't there for me when I needed them. But the real people who was there for me, my sister, who I came to live with, and I got off hospice because I fell and cracked my head. And once again, OJ was there, came to visit me in the hospital, and I had got back on dialysis, y'all. And got off hospice. I said, you know what? I'm going to live. And I told God, I made a covenant with God. And I said, you know what, God, between me and you, I'm not going to do this ever again. You wake me up every morning. I'm going to try my hardest to live. I'm going to try my hardest for myself. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to do better for myself. And I'm going to get myself better. So I found that the church wasn't shit. I found out that my ex-wife wasn't shit. Found out that more than half the people on my friends list wasn't shit. And so guess what? Half my family members wasn't shit. So I had to go and do for myself and get myself to where I'm at today.
Wow.
With my sister's help, with your help, and with Tracy's help. That's about it. And who came to see me on my last day out in California? Exactly. And Tracy.
That's right. Hey, we had some good food.
Man, we ate good. I had Filipino food with Tracy and some good Chinese food with you.
Yep.
And so, yeah, that's, you know, I can count on one hand who had my back during that time. And those are the people who I will continue to help, and who I will do for, and who I will, anything y'all need, man, and I got it, y'all got it.
Brother, and we just love you, brother. We just love you, man. And
exactly.
And that's talking to me. It was hard. It was hard listening to you, feeling like you were giving up. And,
yes.
And then, you know, I go back and I talk to Julie, my wife, y'all, who yes. Travis been known since we all went to high school together.
Junior high.
Right? And my wife was like, baby, you got to do something. You got to do something. I'm like, look, let's just go get some clothes. I'm going to shoot out there. I'm going to drive out there. Like, let's just go. You know what I mean? I grabbed Tracy. We got up in a truck and we just shot out there, man. Again, my brother from another mother, man.
Yes. And I appreciate that I will never forget, and I won't never forget the things you did. And that cat that was there when you got there, he was a spy. That's why he showed me that picture, to make me feel some type of way. But you know what? It motivated me. It didn't make me feel some type of way. It motivated me, man. And that's why I say, haters, they don't make me mad. They motivate me. And so that's what I use to motivate me getting past where I'm at now, where I was at,
Right.
to where I'm at now, because I couldn't have did it without my haters. I couldn't have did it without y'all. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Hey,
I
talk about
appreciate
that.
y'all.
Talk
Hey,
about that. Where do you get that mentality? Because that's something that I preach as well. And I tell people, listen, if you ain't got haters in your life, you ain't doing enough.
man, and I didn't have just one hater. I had a gang of haters. And I mean, they was ganging up on a brother who ain't never did nothing to him.
Yeah.
But loved them.
Right.
I had nothing but love for them, man.
Yeah. Where do you get that mentality? How did you, because again, some people, especially when you're dealing with mental health, right? It's when you're going through an issue, or if you're going through what is it called? You might be manic. You're right. You're going through a manic session, right? And all of a sudden you thinking everybody talking about me. Oh, somebody said something about me, or maybe they didn't even say, but you take it as, oh, they're talking about me, and then blah blah blah, and then that triggers you and sets you off. How do you get from there to, you know what, them haters is talking about me, but I'm gonna soak that. I'm gonna let it motivate me. I'm gonna let it push me further. How do you get to that transition?
You know what? I'm gonna say it's God, bro, because I let go and let God. And that's another thing. You gotta let go of some of this stuff. You gotta let go of the mentality of, oh, poor me. Oh, it's me. And jealousy. Jealousy is another thing. You can't be jealous of nobody else, because you gotta help it. Whoa.
What happened?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, don't even tell me you just had an earthquake, because we had an earthquake out here.
I know.
Now, but 2 hours ago.
But it wasn't just y'all had an earthquake. Colombia, the Philippines, China, and Japan had an earthquake.
Yep.
So with that being said, I want to talk about that later, because you didn't heard nothing about that on the news.
Mm-hmm.
All you hear is Iran, this and that. The swamp. Drain the swamp, drain the reflecting pool, ballroom. I'm tired of that. Anyways, getting back to
Trump will trigger us all till we all start having some mental breakdowns.
No, but it's already getting triggered by gas prices, by just people. People are assholes to each other. Period. You look at somebody wrong, they're like, "Oh, wait, what's your problem?" Yep. Nobody speaks to nobody no more. They all in the phones like this, man.
Yep.
They walk around. They in the store. If you say good morning to somebody,
all you see is the top of everybody's head.
If you say good morning to somebody, it's like you done said a curse word to them. If you say have a blessed day.
Right. Good morning. What's good about it? Hey, calm down.
What's good about it? You woke up, right?
You woke up. Absolutely. You woke up.
And that's another thing. If ain't one good thing happened to you in a day, you woke up.
Yep.
You woke up. And if you wake up, God got something in store for you. And if it ain't God, it's the energy of the universe. It's whatever you believe in has something better in store for you in your future.
Yep.
You wake up, you have things to do. You write you out a list. You get yourself, if you want a motivational speak to yourself in the mirror if you have to. Look, I'm good looking. I speak well. I'm still moving. I'm still breathing. I still got air in my lungs. Even if I couldn't move this hand before.
Right.
Look at me now.
Yep.
Look at me now.
Look at you.
All over. And this is, I have to muster energy just to get out the bed in the morning, y'all. Real talk. Sometimes I'm gonna tell you, I ain't perfect. Sometimes I need this to get out of bed in the morning.
Yep.
But I get out of bed.
But
I get up. But I get up. And so I still have my walker sitting next to the bed next to me just to remind me every morning when I get out of bed, hey, you got up.
Hey, and you don't want to be dependent on that. So the more you get up, the more you mobile, the more you.
I'm not dependent on. I'm not. I took the shower chair up out the shower 2 years ago. Got off insulin 2 years ago. Let's see what else.
You got the dog. You got the dog getting you out there to walking and stuff. Man, dogs are great to get people out there walking. Walking is just one of the greatest health benefits, physically and mentally. Just getting out in the sun, DNA. I mean, getting the vitamin D and just the exercise and the serotonins and the melatonins and all the other.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's what you got to do. You have to motivate yourself, because you ain't gonna have a motivational speaker there waking you up in the morning saying, "Get up, get up, get up." Your mind, you got to train your mind. And when I was sitting in that bed and sharing a room with 3 older men who had nothing, are in diapers, can't go to the bathroom for themselves, can't do nothing, that motivated me to get up and shave myself, bathe myself, start walking myself, going for walks around the corner with my walker, going up inclines, going down inclines, getting on a cycle in the gym, getting on a stair stepper in the gym, getting on the sidebars, walking myself, keep walking across the street, walking to the store, walking here, walking there. You know what? I'm a stepping fool now.
Let's go.
And
I love to hear that, brother.
I don't let nothing. I don't say I can't no more. I just say, you know what, Father God, Lord, how can I? Or, you know what? How can I motivate myself to do some extra steps today? How can I motivate myself to help somebody out today, or to be positive in somebody's life today? How can I try to motivate myself to be a motivation for somebody else just by putting up dialysis pictures of me smiling and putting those in the dialysis groups, stroke groups, Parkinson's groups, heart attack groups. Show my scars to people. I show my flaws to people, because guess what? I'm not flawless. I'm not perfect. And I try to tell these ladies that. They be like, so nice, you're so sweet. Hey, you can get the grizzly bear, you can get the teddy bear. That's up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want my next tattoo to be. I want a Care Bear with a rose and a heart coming out, and then I want a big grizzly bear snarling with the fangs and everything coming out the back. And that's my next tattoo that I want, right on my back.
Which one? Depends on how you approach me.
That's what you can get. You can get the grizzly bear, you can get the teddy bear.
I love it, man. I love it. Let me say this real quick, because I want to show y'all when we talk about self-motivation. So again, if you guys don't know, I've been like a sales trainer and manager for well over, I don't know, 30, 40 years in corporate America, whatever. But I'm going to show y'all a sign, something that I've used in my day. Again, day to day, sometimes you're coming into work and it's just like, oh, I don't want to be here. How am I going to deal with these people? How am I going to deal with these crazy coworkers? So I'm going to show you, but I still have it framed on my wall here, my home office, but I've had copies of it in my business offices and stuff like that for well over 30 years. Let me go pull this off the wall real quick. All right. So this is what I've had in my wall, and I'm going to read it out to y'all. Well, look, it's backwards looking at me. Okay. So
it'll be forward when we
when you see because
but put it up just a little bit more. Put it up just a little bit more, and then bring it a little bit closer. Okay, perfect. So y'all can pause this and read it and see it on your own leisure. Now go ahead and read it, brother.
Okay, let me pull it back here. And so what I used to always, and even with my employees, and I said, listen, if you guys are going to use this, the one thing I do ask, when you read it with passion in your voice, in your voice. Read it like it's coming from God through you. So read it, again, like it means something. So the way I read it is this way. Attitude is everything. Today is going to be great. And I refuse to let any negative people slow my drive and production to the top. I will continue to stay positive and driven in the face of all obstacles. Today is a great day to be great. Amen.
Amen.
Look, I had to get myself motivated many days.
You have to make yourself great. That's what I keep telling you. You have to love on yourself and make yourself great. Right. You can't wait for a person to make you great. You can't wait for a person to take you to the next level. You got to take yourself to that next level.
Right. And even more importantly, listen, you don't have to wait to be great to get started, but you must get started to be great. So you got to take the first steps. It don't happen overnight. You don't go from day one to greatness, right? You can't learn to walk until you fall. You'll never learn to run before you fall. Learn to walk, then you run. It's all steps. You can't skip the steps in the process, but you got to get started. You got to get up out of bed every day. I think of remember the Outkast album, my favorite Outkast album is that very first album, the Southern Cadillac. Smooth. That's
Southern Playalistic with the magic in music.
Yes. Yeah. There's a song on that album that says, what did it say? You got to get up.
I know what you're talking about.
You got to wake up. You got to go up.
Yeah.
You can't spend all your days getting high.
No. And that's what a lot of people like.
You got to get up and get out and get something. That's what it is. Get up.
You got to get up, get out and get something.
You can't spend all your days just trying to get high.
Yeah. But a lot of people don't. And they want to sit around the house, play video games all day, scroll the phone all day, do this and that all day. And you need to get motivated. You need to step out, touch grass.
Right. Again, that self-medication ain't working. Right. You hanging out, drinking, playing video games because it's easy. You're depressed. And again, I've been there. I know we all been there. I had all kind of situations happen to me in my lifetime that I wish I could just lay down and just get in a fetal position and cry about my situation. But at the end of the day, I got a wife and I got kids that are dependent on me. So I had to get my black ass up and keep moving, keep hustling, keep making a pivot. One of the things, I'll probably write a book about this in my life, about all the different types of jobs I've had and how different they have been. But it's because, again, like they say, when God says, when a door closes or a window opens,
another door opens.
One thing closed, you got to make a pivot. And so I pivoted in the different careers.
I've had different jobs too, brother. I've been a salesman. I've been a bodyguard. I've been a security guard. I've been fueling planes at the San Jose Jet Center. I've been everything. I worked at the dumps. You know what I'm saying? Driving a tractor. Mm-hmm. Driving I've done it all. But you know what? At least I had a job, and I never went more than 3 months without a job. And God has always been good to me. Now I'm on Social Security, and so I would need a little help, but I'm doing okay. I'm making it every month. I'm getting by, but having another person. A significant other would be nice to help, but
share the load.
I'm doing it. And I appreciate God for that and keeping me covered, keeping me with a roof over my head, transportation, even though I ain't driving, food in my stomach, and bills paid.
Right. Yeah.
Man,
that's all you can ask for. That's a blessing.
Exactly.
That's a blessing.
Exactly.
Let's make sure that we do this, man. We can't leave this without really diving into the stigma of mental
Okay.
health,
And,
where that
and
comes from for Black people. Go ahead.
I wanted to say that too, because you had said something earlier, and I said, "Oh, us as Black people, we have to work 4 times as harder than it does take for the Caucasity person to work and get their job done, and they will get promoted and won't even have the experience we have. But we have to work 4 times as harder to get that job or to get that position or to get that experience, even in life itself,
Mm-hmm.
to get what we
Absolutely.
have,
Yeah.
to get what we have. And it takes a toll on us mentally, because you don't see those times when we cry, when we feel like we failed our families, when we feel like we failed our children, when we feel like we failed our wives, when we feel like we failed just ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And with that happening, we need to, as men, as Black men, we hold that in. Because we told, you don't cry, son. You don't do this, son. You don't do that, son. You're supposed to be the man of the house, son. And how you gonna be the man of the house when you have all these things going wrong? How you gonna be the man of the house when you have all these things coming down on you? But you still gotta be the man of the house.
Mm-hmm.
When something go wrong, you still got to be that man to fix it. Your daughter come home crying because she got, let's say, hit by her boyfriend, or her car broke down, or something like that. Or your son needs this done, needs that done. Your son needs to know how to tie a tie. Your son needs to know how to shave. Your wife needs this. Your wife needs that. Your wife, the car done broke down. The bill needs to get paid.
Right.
You got to figure it
Society's
all
telling
out.
you, as a man, you need to be the provider.
Exactly.
But you're coming up short.
Exactly.
Right.
And you feel bad because you're coming up short, but nobody's there supporting you. Look at Father's Day. You get one day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you. I mean, do you think I know what I think, but I want to get it from you first. Do you think these negative stereotypes is something that prevent Black men and Black people in general from seeking out help? Like the negative stereotypes, right? Like I think Black men, we grew up where you got to be strong.
Yeah.
Right? Black men, you don't cry, right? We Black men, we're not supposed to be crying. You're not supposed to be vulnerable. You're not supposed to be even attached to your feelings at all, right? You're supposed to just, man. Again, the term "man up." I was that guy. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was that guy, and I didn't mean to be that way purposely. I just meant I just knew to be Black was to deal with to be able to deal with struggle and to keep going. And I knew of mental health. I didn't know of mental health. I just knew that you had to just keep going, which is not health. You can't stuff everything down. You don't just stuff everything down.
Yeah. Well, health in general, brother, because we don't like to go to the doctors, and I think that was my thing of getting sick too. Because I think if I would have went to the doctor and called all this early enough and was going to the doctor, and instead of the doctor yelling at me, "You fat, you big fat Black boy," instead of yelling at me like that and telling me, "Hey, man, we need to do this, that, and the other, and get you healthier," I would have been better. But my uncles used to be like, "Boy, I ain't been to the doctor." Next thing I know, they having a heart attack.
Right. Also, get a leg, get a toe amputated or a foot amputated.
Yes, legs amputated. Yes, and so I try to go to the doctors at least Well, now I have to go to the doctors.
Right,
I've been
right.
going to doctors like 9,000. I've probably seen my doctor more times than a calendar year almost. And my primary care physician, I try to go see him maybe 3 or 4 times a year, if that. And then I have specialists. So
Right.
I got neurologists, cardiologists, uh, the kidney doctor, the diabetic doctor. I
Mhm.
I have my eye doctor. You know, I have my podiatrist for my feet because my feet need to be checked up on because of toe amputations and feet amputations and stuff like that.
That's the
I
diabetes and sugar levels and all that.
see so many people on dialysis with them prosthetic legs and being in
Really?
wheelchairs and missing fingers and missing toes and missing body parts. I'm not trying to have, I have nothing missing so far. So I'm trying to keep what I got.
Hey, I remember telling you about my struggle with my blood sugar levels. I thought you was gonna jump me. You was like, boy, you better get that under control. You better take that serious, OJ.
Yes, sir.
Like, if you told me, you literally told me, if OJ, if you end up on dialysis like I am, I'm gonna beat you.
I don't want nobody to go through the struggles that I'm going through or the struggles that I went through. I don't want to see nobody in that position. And unfortunately, I got family members that's getting in that position. I got other friends that are in that position now. And I wish y'all all the best, man. And just keep following what the doctors say. I got my labs back yesterday, or no, Monday. And smiley faces all across the board.
Hey, good for you, man. Good
So,
hey, let me ask you this, because
yeah.
you were definitely deep in the church, right?
Yes.
Did you find, or do you find, you know, that a lot of people are more so on the, especially when it comes to mental health, that hey, I'll just pray it away, or let's not go get help, let's not talk to a professional. I'd rather just God will take care of it, right? When there needs to be some type of pray and what have you, but we also need to seek professional help.
Yes.
But talk to me a little bit. Did you ever come across that?
I said my grandmama was a Jehovah's Witness. And she didn't believe in all the surgeries and stuff. But she lived till she was like, I believe she was 98 when she passed away.
Wow.
So a long life. She might have been older than that. I don't know. I don't know my dad's side that well. But a lot of people, I pray on it. Prayer is good. Prayer helps. But so do the doctors. But the doctors don't have the final say, because doctors told me I'd never walk again. Doctors told me I needed my legs amputated. Doctors told me I needed my toes amputated. Doctors told me I needed this, I needed that, this, that, and the other. But guess what? I'm still walking. I'm still talking. I still got all my bits. And doctors don't always have the final say. To me, who got the final say is God. And God is the primary care physician. Can't knock what he do. But sometimes people will be like, oh, well, I'm gonna call on the Holy Ghost. I hope the Holy Ghost in the operating room. I hope the Holy Ghost is in there with you when you doing dialysis. I hope the Holy Ghost is in there with you when you getting this taken out or that taken out, or when you got cancer. I pray to God the Holy Ghost is with you. I pray with you. I hope he did. I pray to God. I hope they everything's getting taken care of. But I can't fight it for you. I mean,
I think black people,
like
man,
I
we
put
are
myself in this
situation.
predicament.
Right.
I blame me because I didn't get my checkups. I didn't do what the doctor said. I didn't follow my own advice. Now, I do everything they say. Like I just took some medicine right now because I had forgot to take it this morning. So I just took some of my medicine right now to make sure my calcium is still up there, and my things are going well.
Right. What I was saying is, I think that black people, man, we're caught in this situation where, historically, the medical community hasn't always treated black people fairly.
That's true.
So there's a big
and they butchered
mistrust in the community. Well, I'm like you now because I'm like I try to trust my doctors. I look in and research and figure out what's best for me because I'm an advocate for myself. First off, no matter what they try to put on me or what they big pharma try to sell or whatever, I try to be an advocate for myself. But I definitely start listening to my doctors too because I've had some medical scares. Once I turned 50. And some strange things started happening, so I've got to stay on.
And I don't know why that is. As soon as I turned 50, bruh, that's when it started turning up.
I am telling you, that's when I found out about reader glasses. I didn't know nothing about reader glasses, but when I found out, like, oh, this is because I read a lot of books, and I was like, this is the most incredible invention I've ever saw. And actually, when I first thought my vision was going bad because I was getting old, I finally went into the doctor and I'm like, no, your blood sugar levels is outrageous. And they're like, you got to change that.
That's affecting your eyesight. Yeah.
Man, one of our master teachers, master historian, Dr. John Henrik Clark, I know he went blind. I believe it was because of type 2 diabetes.
Wow.
I've had relatives, man. I remember being
a lot of people who done went blind because of diabetes.
I'm telling you.
I was close to doing that too. But I had the laser eye surgery in both eyes. And 2013 was and then this past year.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie, it hurt. Even with the numbing. Ooh, that stuff, man. You gotta sit there and take it. You're like, oh yeah, we're almost done. I'm like, shit, get done.
In your eye too, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can take care of myself and don't have any, further problems with that. And I've definitely made changes already. My face is looking a little fat already.
You up in prayer on that too, because I don't want to see you going down that avenue. Just watch your sugars, man, and try to eat. Try to eat better. Right. Like I had me a leg this morning, fried chicken leg and some shrimp fried rice, but that's what I had for breakfast because I have leftovers and they need to get ate. So I'm gonna have that other piece of chicken for lunch and the rest of that shrimp fried rice for lunch, and then who knows what I'm having for dinner.
Yeah. But at least you gotta plan out. I think planning your meals ahead of time, at least for me, definitely helps.
I do
with the weight. Otherwise, I end up snacking on junk, and it's horrible.
Yeah,
it's horrible. Let me make sure we hit them with the phone number here. We'll scroll that. Just in case, again, you can call. Let me have a scroll back. I had it written down. What is the number? Oh, 988. You can call if you're having any mental distress or need to speak with someone. That's the national 3-digit number that you can call to get some help 24 hours a day. Don't hesitate to try to reach out. Don't hesitate to try to get help. Please know that you're not alone. Right? I know that sometimes
you're not alone.
In the darkest moments of our lives, and we feel like we're by ourselves, nobody else understands, nobody else is going through this, and more importantly, we feel like there's no way out, like it's just never gonna end. As Big Trav was talking about, it gets the darkest before the light, but we gotta hang on. When there's a famous saying that says, when you feel that you're at the end of your rope, tie a knot in that bad boy and just hang on.
Like Mike said, you are not alone. You're not. And
at first, I thought you was gonna quote Mike Tyson.
No, I'm talking about Michael Jackson,
the great Mike.
The great Mike. Well, Mike Tyson, great too.
Mike Tyson is absolutely.
Yeah. Mike Tyson still could knock you out.
Don't play.
Play.
And Michael Jordan could probably still dunk on you.
Michael Jordan, that's something else. That's something else. Yeah,
those are my 3 favorite bikes. But this is just something serious. Make sure that you get your help. Make sure you reach out, talk to people. You're not alone. not alone.
Yeah. And another thing, turning 50, I had to set me so many alarms, man. Alarms to take medicine, alarms to do this, alarms to do that, alarms to remember this, alarms to remember that. And I'm study telling Google, look, when I get home, set an alarm for this, set an alarm for that. Let's do this, let's do that. And man, yeah.
Hey, you ain't alone with that one, man. I can't. My memory is starting to slip. And I know that. I got so many black facts in this head right now. So many black facts. And then sometimes at the start of the month, I'm like, ooh, I can't remember. Ooh, I can't. I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? 50 plus. When you're in the 50 club, it's no joke, y'all.
No.
It's no joke. But I do think as we get older, when you start turning 50, you start getting a little confident about where you are in life, and you really don't give a F to what some of these people think about you. And I will tell you this, turning 50 for me, what it did for me, this is really what and COVID is what really started me and pushed me to start to black more. I seen what was going on in the country. I seen what was going on with Trump, and I felt like I couldn't stay silent anymore. And I was at that age where, you know what, I didn't care if my employer had found something out what I was saying and didn't like it, or could have been white supremacist and then fire me or whatever. And so I a lot of times when my kids were younger, I didn't speak out just publicly like that. Privately I would, but publicly I wouldn't, just because, I was worried about my kids' lives, my wife. Like, now I'm at the age where you can come at me if you want to come at me. I'm speaking truth. And
exactly.
Truth will set you free.
And I think that's why a lot of the older black people, when we was younger, did the same thing. They was out there. I don't care. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Great examples too, though. I think that gave us examples of how to live. I said this on a podcast the other day. To me, this is one of the great things about living in the Bay Area. The Bay Area, to me, is the home of resistance.
I miss
the home of civil rights.
I miss it so much. I miss it so much. And, I'm here in Louisiana, man. And you could feel the tension of racism in the air.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
With some folks. Some folks hide it, but some folks are out and right about it, but some folks hide it. I'm like, be your real self. If you let me tell you about the Karen moment yesterday, because the old lady, she don't never speak to me. I try to speak and say good morning one time.
Right.
And then yesterday I came in and man had got up to go inside the van I was in, right? And so I just put my bag down and knock on the door to see if they was ready for me.
Right.
And she says, well, he was sitting there. And I was like, okay, well, he gonna get his seat. Mind your own business. Mind your business. Don't talk to me. You didn't talk to me before. Don't talk to me now. And I had to tell her that, put her in her place.
Right.
Miss Betty White, you sit down there and mind your business. And then what I should have said was, why your son is not even opening up the door for you, because her son is on dialysis.
Oh, wow.
And he's a little rude. He's not little. He's an old, rude Caucasity too. So I just watch how he come in and he'll plop there and sit down. Instead of leaving that seat for his mother to sit down first, he'll take it. And then she'll have to go around me and my feet. I got size 14 shoes. I move back and she'll be like, excuse me, how far much more you want me to move my legs back, woman?
Right.
But I don't even say nothing. I just say same thing when he tried to cut me off for the scale. He went over there and jumped in front of me on the scale because I was just about to turn around and go to the scale. He done jumped on the scale before me. I was just like, sorry. Hakuna Matata.
Hey.
Don't lay the smack down on this man right here, because you ain't got no bail money. Because I sure was. Exactly. So when they come in it get real quiet in there because I'm already talking to people that's there. But when they come in, I ain't got nothing to say to them. I just let go and let God. But she had something to say to me yesterday. I said, mind your own business. And the lady behind the window was like, oh, yeah. So I said, she need to mind her own business.
Right.
Yeah. So that 2 Karen moments in 1 week in my vicinity, man. And I'm just like, yeah, they popping out the woodworks now.
Hey, again, I had to check my own mental health. I don't care if I'm looking at a video or if it comes out and this happens to me in real life. But when those Karens want to come out of nowhere and want to investigate me like they are the police and figure out, well, what are you doing around here? Yeah. Why are you here? Yeah. I want to know, well, wait a minute, what are you doing here?
Exactly.
What makes you the police that I got to show my ID to you? Right?
Exactly.
No, you show me your ID first. Let me go make a photocopy of your ID. Let me check where your residence at. Let me check your mortgage statement first. Because you come around here messing around trying to see what my little black ass is doing. You have no stay in your lane, right?
Exactly.
Again, I can see them videos, man.
Be like Ratiki on the Lion King. Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata, boy. I mean, just. Oh God! Again, and my wife. I love you, baby. I love you dearly. She's the one. OJ, why don't engage? Why? My wife watches like puppy videos and kid videos. Man, it's all good and all. Yeah. Me, I'm watching ratchetness, and then you sending me videos. Sending my blood pressure.
Oh man, the ones yesterday got me too. Yeah, I'll be sending you the videos though, because I want to talk. I want to learn how to put those on here and talk about them. And anybody got a good editing video where, please let me know that I can use on the phone. And then I'm grab this laptop from my sister and wipe it, and then I will have a laptop to work on. And yeah, so.
Let us know.
But anybody got good advice for video editing software? That's free.
That's free. How to download the videos for free to show them without having to pay for downloading the whole videos.
Exactly. And then we can download video from TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and show them on here and react to them. That would be great. Right. We want to know what software y'all using, and I'm gonna also get into the First Amendment auditing thing. I'm trying to see. I need to get me a vehicle first before I get into that, and I need to check some of the regulations around here because I don't want to go out here and get arrested because I ain't got bail money. So
again, but I will say this though. Again, it's got to be, the rules should be the same. It shouldn't be one for Big Trav and then a whole nother rule for people like Chud the Builder, who's strapped up, purposely causing arguments and saying derogatory things to people to get a reaction while being strapped up.
Mine ain't gonna be there to cause a reaction though. Right. Mine will be there just to do my First Amendment auditing. It will be people that walk up to me and start running their mouth. That's gonna exactly, because I'm not gonna be the one.
Right. But, and I know you're not going to be making racial slurs there anymore. So that's my point. If you're going to allow a gentleman to make racial slurs to people purposely just to incite violence from them while being strapped up, don't come at my brother Big Trav. He ain't going to be strapped up. He ain't going to come with some disrespectful racial stuff like that.
I'm in Louisiana. I may be strapped up, bro. Okay. I may be strapped up.
I take that back, y'all.
I may be strapped up.
He just might be.
I'm working on that too, and I'm working on some other things. So yeah. I'm working on that too. So
I love it.
Because down here you got open carry policy.
Yep.
And I'll be in public. So
yep. Well, I'm a big believer in self-defense, big believer in the Black Panther Party. Again, I come from a military family. I grew up in a household that always had guns and stuff like that. But again, I'm a big believer in safe gun ownership. Don't be buying your 12-year-old an AR-15. Okay?
No.
All right. That's all right. All right, man. We got about a minute left. Anything else you want to say to the people before we get
All
out?
I want to say is, once again, believe in yourself, self-awareness, self-loving, and just self-motivation. And you can do it. You just need to believe in yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself. I love that. Take these words of advice to heart. Our next video, folks, we'll be talking about health. I mean, about what we say we were doing. Health and nutrition.
Health and nutrition. Yeah.
Health and nutrition.
Health and
let
nutrition.
us know if there's some aspects that you want us to tap on that, like next week or whatever. What were you gonna say though? I'll cut you off.
Also, use that number below if you're thinking about harming yourself or doing anything like that. Please, don't do that. Don't do that. It's too much for you to live for than to harm yourself. Mm-hmm. And if you've been through some things, talk to some people. I would just like to add that regarding perspective, I know when you're in the darkness, it doesn't seem like this, but remember, you are a born winner. You were a born winner. The day you were born, you were a born winner. You beat out millions and millions of other candidates that was swimming, trying to get to that egg and be born, but you was the one that broke through. You were the one that got fertilized. So that is a blessing from God from the day that you were born. So you have everything inside of you to be successful in this life, but you got to tap into it. Tap into it and don't give up. And if you need help, please use that number, reach out, call that number, get help anywhere you can. Anything else, brother? That's it, man.
All right, y'all.
I like to say peace to y'all and have a blessed day. And remember, any day you wake up is a blessing.
Absolutely. You heard it from Big Trav himself. All right, y'all. Much love. We'll be back with another episode. Peace.